For the Record Podcast, man, we in the building. I'm feeling real good this week. Maybe it's because I'm on this drink, but we have been this thing. You already know, man. Mr. the Rockstar DJ.
Rockstar DJ, you holla.
Rockstar DJ K Player.
Rockstar DJ D Money.
Man, if you don't let this nigga finish before you go into your damn
I'm silencing his mic.
You're gonna have to
from now on. So you ain't gonna get no goddamn introduction. You keep cutting me off.
First is rap beef about and then now like I'm saying it too fast.
This is the third time you did that, and you do it at the beginning and the end. Like Rockstar DJ K Rockstar DJ. Goddamn, calm down, fam. We gonna get to you, right?
Whatever, I'm here.
All right, Split Star.
We gonna let that nigga.
Everybody know your album coming out 9/8.
We gonna let that nigga D Money go first from now on.
Right,
Goddamn, get your shit out first, my nigga. Shit, go ahead, get your shine, nigga.
Rockstar DJ D Money. Now, can we roll on now?
Oh man.
Yes. Anyways, how was everybody week? What y'all looking like?
Man, my week was fabulous. You know, I mean, outside of just DJing, man, I've been making a lot of other moves, good networking, making a lot of good connections, man. You know, just out there politicking. So, you know, that's important. But
yeah,
nice. Y'all just wait and see, man. Got some things in the work right now.
Damn, wait and see to us. Fam, I need the inside scoop. I mean, wait and see.
I like to put cats on when it's time. You know,
yeah,
I'm gonna let it marinate right now.
Yeah, exactly. I mean, same here. You know what I'm saying? I already told y'all. I mean, we got the day party popping. Not
date?
Next Saturday, the 21st. The
Okay.
21st, and then I got something coming the 28th. Y'all gonna have to keep it locked in for that. We'll probably announce that within the next week. But we definitely got approved. We got the go ahead on it. You know, we just got to put together what is it called, the teaser and all that to get everybody excited about it.
Yeah.
Speaking of not putting people on. You know
what?
You know, I feel some kind of way when I see you on flyers about events that I heard nothing about prior to seeing it on the flyer, or some new club, or
well, I mean, you seen it, right? So I mean, that's
I saw it, but why I gotta see it through that?
Because that's what the 3 weeks of promo is for. I gotta make sure it's reaching the masses at the rate it's supposed to be the bad. That's why it's 3 weeks of promo.
The masses. I don't feel like I qualify as the
why
masses.
are you looking this way? See, here we go.
Well, because
you can say whatever, because I announced this shit last week on the fucking podcast. So obviously your ass was paying attention.
You feel what I'm saying? You
I
put it out there.
Yeah, I said the shit last week.
Seen it, right?
Well, I'm with you. All right, I don't want to be seeing your shit through social media, man. We better than that.
See, y'all just got on me on this last week.
I ain't nothing but a group chat text away.
Thing. You know what? We just had this discussion too, because we was in the living room earlier and we talked about it, and like, oh yeah, Missy's getting the keys to a house in like 2 days. So it's like, what house? I didn't know he was looking at houses.
Like, why you looking at houses? Ain't tell nobody.
Anyways, K-Play, how was your week?
Nah, mine was good. More the same. Day job activity. I always say day job, but so for me not explaining myself, my part-time day job, I guess, is DJing. I DJ in a hair salon that has a bar in it, so it is pretty much like a turn-up.
That's
for ladies.
super.
You know what I'm saying? Yeah, dry bar. I just never explain when I'm always like, yo, regular day.
Talk about dry bar. I never knew what it was.
Yeah, I'm a regular daytime activity. So I DJ in a salon full of ladies, and we turn the F up. So I did that. It was
only
good
in
times.
Vegas. Only in Vegas.
Yeah, only in Vegas. And I mean, for this company, actually, literally only in Vegas.
Mm-hmm.
But yeah, that's what it is, man. I DJ in a hair salon with a bar in it. So ladies getting their hair done, other ladies drinking. They husbands drinking at the bar while the ladies getting their hair done. Everybody just having a good damn time.
Serving alcohol while they getting their hair done.
Yeah, exactly. So it's always a turn up.
A Vegas concept.
Right. In a casino.
Everything's better with alcohol.
Yeah, with slot machines right down right
it's in the Cosmopolitan.
around
So if y'all want to, if anybody in Vegas wants to slide through, get their hair done and turn up one time with your boy, do that. But you know, more of that. Nothing really out of the ordinary. Slid through to see my man D Money, so I'm sure he'll explain what he had going on.
Oh man, it's definitely crazy. Yo, shout out to everybody. I've been filling in on middays. Still got to do it next week too. So 10 to 3, just getting on everybody's nerves now all day. You can't get away from me. Shout out to all the girls that don't like me. Yeah, I'm in your face all day, every day, baby. Classic Jewels dope, you know what I'm saying? Shout out to Nostalgia. Saturday night was a real good look back to the 90s party. So, you know, just another busy week, man. Just keeping it on and keeping it rolling.
You had that trap karaoke thing too, right?
No. It's actually, we just did like a 90s party at the spot. So.
Oh, okay.
That's me that's going to be doing trap karaoke. Getting mixed up. See, there you go.
Wait, damn, you doing
Thanks
trap
for the
karaoke?
information, Mizzy.
Yeah.
Breaking news.
That's
Is this the day party, Jordan? This is different.
This is different. That's the joint that's supposed to be on the 28th. Seeing as how y'all just threw it out there.
Oh, this is more details to come.
More details to come.
What's happening with that trap?
I appreciate it.
Well, here's your teaser, man.
Right, exactly.
Breaking
news. That's funny.
Exclusive. You heard it here first.
That's why I can't tell y'all niggas nothing.
Hey, shit. Me and Money flying through. We gonna do the big timers.
That's right. Big time.
Well,
Right
Kimosabe.
here.
You know what I'm saying? I'm in that thing.
Yep. Who are you, Manny Fresh or Birdman?
No, I gotta be Manny Fresh, man. I know you like Manny, but I gotta be
Play
Manny.
you on the beat, boy.
Oh, man.
You know what I'm saying? It fits more. And this K player got the juice.
Oh, my
boy.
bad.
Yeah, man.
K
Get it
Player
right.
got the juice, boy. Shout out my man K Player holding down on the production.
That's
too.
right.
Man. I gotta check that out.
Cats doing all kind of stuff.
Drop that
Yeah.
website yet for it?
Nah, I'm working on it. It'll definitely be done this week. It should have been done this weekend, but that's why I didn't do like no release date because there's a lot that goes into it. So I'm working on it.
No doubt.
You know,
Be your first customer, man.
we gonna get these
Get my
beats
little
off. Y'all want to leave some
freestyle.
beats? Holla at your
Be in
boy.
everybody inbox.
Right.
Download my new
Hey,
shit.
if y'all need a website, also holla at your boy because I do my own websites too.
Websites.
Download
Any
link in the
websites,
profile.
beats, you need a DJ, man. You know what I'm saying?
It's all
Rockstar
kind
DJs,
of
we got you.
talent over here. I just mix records though. That's all I do.
Well, let's jump right into it. You know, another week
Yeah.
of great musical
Hella
releases.
A lot of music.
Got to give a shout out to who was it? Not Famous Dex. He dropped the album, but Rich the Kid.
Rich
Rich
the
the Kid's
Kid.
album came out last week. He didn't get to touch on it. Rich as in spirit, is it something like that?
No,
Yeah.
that's
No,
that's Rich Homie Quan.
That's Rich Homie Quan.
Oh yeah, you're right.
Damn, hold on.
The
The
world is yours.
Yeah,
The world is
there we
yours.
go.
Yeah.
The world is yours. There we go. The world is yours. It's a cool album. Make sure y'all go check it out. Also, his artist, Famous Dex, has dropped the album this Friday or this weekend. Dex meets Dexter.
Yep.
Make sure y'all go check that out. Drake just dropped a new single.
Yes, he
Hey.
did.
What's it called, D-Money?
Over there trying to jack some of Cardi B shine. Drake.
What's it called?
I mean, I don't know if he
going
gonna say he's jacking the shine. Yeah, I'm saying.
Use the same sample. He trying to get some of that love.
I mean,
You
yeah, I'll
saying?
take it.
Nice for what?
Yeah, nice for what?
Nice
Yeah,
for
nice
what?
for
Shout
what?
out to Drake. Nice for what? He on a nice little run right now.
Yeah. He knocking them out the park.
Yeah, definitely.
Definitely.
He 2018. He is trying to win. I mean, not trying to. He is winning, but
Yeah,
he's
he
trying
winning.
to reclaim that throne. Like
You know who
nigga,
else knocking it out the park?
knocking it out the park.
Flow Riders.
Man, listen.
Yeah, shout out to the homie Big Flow. That's right. Strong Arm.
That's
new
your big
track.
homie. That's your double
Sweet
OG.
Sensation. That's right. OG triple
Definitely
OG.
Who's
collect
your
that
OG?
money from him.
Florida, your OG. Okay.
Yeah, Flow's the OG.
Yeah.
Let me holler at your OG.
Yeah,
Right, right.
holla at my
Who
OG.
your OG? Let
That's
me
right.
holla at your OG.
Yeah.
I ain't seen no deposits into the Rockstar DJs account.
Whatever.
You
all right?
feel me? He over there endorsing
money account.
Beams. He ain't endorsing the Rockstar DJs.
Whatever.
You know what I'm
I'm
saying?
Well,
telling you
let's
like
get
that.
into the highly anticipated Cardi B.
Hey.
She dropped her album Invasion of Privacy.
Yeah.
Man, how y'all feel about it?
Man, I gotta say, first and foremost, I did not have very high expectations for the Cardi B album because I mean she's got some fire singles. I feel like with a lot of her songs, she gets a lot of help writing her songs as far as I guess just the flow, like whatever metaphors she's trying to use, like, but I don't feel like everything she says in her hit singles are really sounds like her. It doesn't really sound like her. So
That
you
has
listen
yet to
from
be
one-
proven, so
It's yet to be proven, but this is my personal opinion, and that's what I'm speaking from. You know, so I mean, anyway, I'm just saying. I didn't really have high expectations from the album, especially after listening to the "Be Careful" track because that's, I gotta admit, not my favorite track. It's for something to be used as the single to promote the album.
Right.
You know, so when I actually got the opportunity to listen to the album, I was actually pleasantly surprised because it was a lot better than I expected just because I set the bar so low. Not to say it was a great album, but it was a decent album. I could listen. I mean, all right, I probably listened to it about 2-3 times already. It's probably got about like 1 or 2 more streams coming from me before I'm done with it. But I mean, it's a decent project.
dope. D Money.
I mean, that's fair. The craziest thing about her album to me was it was a lot of anticipation for it. Like, a lot of people was really like, yo, I want to see what this album is about, even though the expectations was low. You know, it was a lot of people really checking for her album, and I haven't really seen that in the game in a minute where people are like, yo, you know, this such and such artist has this project that's about to come out. Let me see what it's about, you know. And a lot of people, it exceeded expectations, you know, and maybe because a lot of people's bar was kind of low, but people are really giving this album a pretty solid review. You know what I'm saying? I mean, of course, it's probably going to fade away in probably like the next month or so. You know what I'm saying?
Well, I mean, she
Fade
does
down
have
a
some
little
hits
bit.
on the album,
But it's some good tracks. It's some good solid tracks on the
Yeah.
album. You know what I'm saying?
So I think those hits are gonna stick around for a while. I mean, you see how Cardi B, she doesn't go away easily.
Right.
Yeah.
You
I mean,
know?
her marketing is A1.
Yeah.
KP,
That's
how you feel
to
about
say
it?
the least. I am in consensus so far. I mean, as far as the marketing of Cardi B in general, it seems like everybody at the very least was curious to how the sound was going to be for the album with relatively low expectations. And I went into it with the same thing. I mean, obviously I like Bodak Yellow, but me personally, I really wasn't listening for Cardi B before Bodak Yellow. So probably like most of America that ain't DJs.
Mm-hmm.
So obviously that was like the bar I had set for it. And like what he said, the first single, the single after Bodak Yellow, I really wasn't
After
rocking with
Barty or Cardi.
But
after Cardi.
But I kind of feel like that was a street single. But yeah. So the Be Careful joint was, I understood that there was a market for it. It wasn't for me though, so I didn't really rock with it. So I was like, I don't know if it's gonna be a bunch of this. I ain't really gonna rock with it.
Mm-hmm.
But I listened to it and man, it got some slappers on there. You know what I'm saying? It's definitely a few joints that I've already played, and it's a few joints on there that I will continue to play. I just vibe with them, regardless of it's Cardi B or whatever you want to say about her. Right. She got some joints on here I'm gonna rock with. I'm with it.
Well, I'm the most crucial of Cardi B. I kind of follow her story from the beginning as far as well as listening to the old mixtapes or whatever. So I mean, first of all, I want to take my hat off to the features on it. You know what I'm saying? Obviously, the Migos was going to be on there, but the Migos is on there. I was actually happy that there wasn't a separate Offset track.
Yeah,
I definitely thought she was going to go that route and do a
That
track
they just
with
kept it all
Offset.
Migos.
Yeah, I'm glad it was just a Migos track.
Okay.
So that was dope. I mean, and then when you get Chance the Rapper on an album, Kehlani, SZA, obviously 21 Savage was on Barty and Cardi, and then you go to Latin route and get Bad Bunny and J Balvin, which you don't get no bigger on the Latin side.
Right.
I mean, her features were immaculate. On top of it, it wasn't overpowering. So as many features as there are as many tracks as with her by herself.
Yeah.
So I mean, that was dope to me. Like, all right, cool. The balance was there. She gave you enough of her and enough of the features with, A-list artists, obviously, especially doing it in the game right now. You know what I'm saying? Like, I'm pretty sure she could have reached out to some legends.
I mean, yeah, it could have went legends. It could have been super feature heavy, like a French album. You know what I'm saying? Like every track got a feature on it. But no, you're right. It's got a good balance.
So,
I thought it was good. You know what I'm
So
saying?
I mean, on that end, and then like I said, for me, the production on it was flawless. Obviously, everybody in the game want to work with her right now. So the production on the album was nothing less than immaculate as shit.
The best of the best.
Exactly. Yeah. So every track was sounding proper, banging like it's supposed to. And then for me, like, I just honestly, what threw me off, the only tracks on this that lived up to what I was expecting. Kehlani sounded like Kehlani on it, and the Migos sounded like the Migos on it. I wasn't expecting a Chance the Rapper joint, so that's why I didn't put Chance in that category. But obviously, Chance is Chance. He's gonna take every record to that next. This is dope as hell. So I'm not even gonna reference that. But SZA, there wasn't a normal SZA track for me, and it was dope as hell.
I would agree.
I'm not gonna lie and say I listened to a lot of Bad Bunny and J Balvin, but those were dope as hell. Obviously, 21 is 21. The YG is what I'm not used to from YG. Like, he kind of was more of that laid back. He's always laid back, but that smooth, not turned up gangbanger YG. He was more like, I'm a ride the beat and be super like, you know what I'm saying? Like, that track, the YG track was definitely dope as hell.
And that's dope that he got on this album too.
Yeah, exactly.
So,
definitely. YG kind of making his rounds. YG got something coming.
Yeah, on the sneak though.
Low key, YG, I know you got something coming because you've been popping up on
they
niggas
already
shit.
got the Subaru. They already got the Subaru record
he
too.
did drop that, but you haven't heard
that's
nothing since then though.
Yeah,
he been kind of low, but he been popping up on niggas' album with some heat. Like,
that joint with YG on there also. That's my favorite joint. Probably naturally, but that's my favorite joint on the album. But one thing I will say I like about the features is this balance in terms of the hood is well represented. You know what I'm saying? Got the Migos on there, got YG, 21 Savage. The pop side is represented with Chance the Rapper, and then we could probably say Kehlani. But you also got with Kehlani and SZA, you got something for the girls.
Exactly.
You know what I'm saying? So the shit is well balanced.
and
I can appreciate that with the
Cardi
features.
B's lane, she is super tapped in with the females right
super
now.
tapped in with the females, but you know why I
definitely.
think she resonate with the dudes? voice is because she's kind of like, and no shots at Nicki, she's kind of like more on a Remy Ma type of tip where her voice is not a female voice.
Yeah,
Like Remy Ma got like that hard grit to it.
Yeah, this is
Cardi B is the same way. Like her voice is like that low tone, like deep barrel tone to it. So it's not when you hear it, it'll automatically go to, oh, this is a female track. This is a female rapping. Cardi B don't automatically go to that for you.
I totally get what you're saying, and like you say, it's not a knock to Nicki because Nicki be
Nicki
out
spit.
flames.
Nicki is
throwing out flames, son.
But Nicki is definitely a female.
But sometimes, when she get into one of her characters, it can kind of throw you off.
Exactly.
Start doing the voices and shit.
You said go Super Sesame Street on this.
She going full
No
Elmo.
disrespect, Nicki. We love you.
No.
We don't want no smoke.
As far as I mean, not to combine the two, because every time somebody have a conversation,
somebody
about
always trying to one or the other. Yeah.
But I will say, independently of the fact that this is a dope album to me, Nicki's verse on Monster, which I'm probably sure most people would say, is like my bar when it comes to women rapping their ass off.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
I can't remember the track she did a freestyle on too, but it was just stupid. Like Nicki's proof to basically say Nicki's proved her point. Like she don't have to say
not at all.
that she the truth. Like
true.
She been did that.
I mean, but with Cardi, I mean, like I said, it's I feel like it's a great starting point album. I mean, for her first album out the gate, I mean, it definitely has replay value as well. It definitely has a lot of bangers on it, which I think will come to permission in the future. You'll see that in the strip club, in the club. I mean, I definitely think, like I said, the Chance the Rapper one is kind of a crossover single, if you ask me.
Yeah.
So that's something that could be released in like another 2 months. You know what I'm saying? To the masses who didn't pick up the album. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? Like this is a new Cardi B. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah,
like
it's gonna be a surprise to them. Like,
exactly. So I mean, I feel like she has more than a few records within the album that can be, run its course in their respectable lanes. You know what I'm saying? So, I mean, definitely a great starting point. And we were talking about numbers earlier. I don't know if y'all want to touch on that. I mean, the game is becoming number heavy. So, I mean, I expect it to do over 100,000 in sales the first week. Easy. Me personally, especially because the damn label held it back. Didn't send it out immediately. Well, that's on the back end, behind the scenes. DJs talk. They definitely trying to get them numbers up.
Right.
That album did not go out to the masses.
We're gonna send it out on Sunday, so they gotta buy it to play it over the weekend. You know what I'm saying?
I did get it Friday, but I definitely had to make a couple calls to New York, like,
what's going on? What's going on?
Yeah, brothers, get the album.
Right. Nah, you know what? I'll say, you say 100. I'ma go, and I guess we gotta clarify too. Also, we were talking about this because there is talk that the album is already go, but a lot of that is due in part to the fact that Bodak Yellow was already released as a single on the album.
Yeah, it's platinum, multi-platinum.
Yeah, and
wait, hold on. Let's unwrap that a little bit though, because when we talk about 100,000, we talking about like each individual track. When you put them all together, that equal 100,000 streams, or are we talking about the entire album?
The entire album.
So it's being tracked how often people are playing the album all the way.
Wait, are you talking
through?
about what we doing right now, or in general how it's regulated?
What we're doing right now. When we talking about 100,000, like it's already hit gold. When we saying it already hit gold, is that the album hit gold?
The album hit gold because of the single, of the single Bodak Yellow.
Now I had to read up on this, but so every 10 streams of a single counts as an album
as a whole
stream.
album play.
Well, as an album, nah.
Yeah, see, this the confusion though.
No, it's a fraction. It's not that high, but it is a fraction. But every individual song attributes to that overall number. So you could be like, my album went platinum and have one fire ass single that got a lot of streams, and your whole album went platinum.
We're talking the Bodak Yellow or whatever, right?
Yeah.
All right, so. But that was out well before the album.
Yeah, but
it's
attributed
on
to
the
the album.
But it's on the album.
It's on the album. Yeah.
So those streams count towards
even though the streams happened like well before.
Yeah, it still gets counted.
Officially released on the album. So like obviously the single is whatever, probably more than platinum by now.
Yeah.
But also, so the single is platinum individual of the album. But because the single is on that album, those streams also go to the album.
To me, it's like now artists can manipulate that system because you
that's
can
how
they drop singles,
but
and
if it don't
stick, then you just don't put it on your album. But if it does, you say, all right, now I got a platinum album because I'm gonna go ahead and throw the single on
you
it.
would still want to put it. You would want to put it on the album still
because every stream counts.
Yeah,
every stream counts. Yeah, so if that was out a year prior and you put it on your project now, however many whatever racked up, it would still count towards your album.
I hear a lot of artists, they drop singles and just call it throwaways. Like, well, I just put that out there. It's not on the album. It's not on any mixtapes or anything. It's just something I just put out.
But like you said, I mean, that's a strategy. Like, if something do catch, all right, let me throw it on my album because those count now. That's just how they rework it.
To me, that's affecting the numbers, though. So what do these numbers really mean?
No, definitely. And
when you can manipulate the system so easily.
This is my issue with the certification of gold and platinum these days because the average person really, I mean, not even the average person, we in the industry and it's still cloudy to us. But you really don't know what going platinum means now. Like, obviously, back in the day, platinum means 1 million
Literally
people went out and bought the album.
Yeah.
Now, you can go platinum, but technically only 100,000 people bought your album. You know what I'm saying? Because you got all these streams.
But you just got mad streams.
Yeah. If you got a bunch of fire ass singles that's getting radio playing, people streaming them, you really don't have to have a lot of people go out and buy your album to be certified platinum. And that's because they're trying to circumvent the whole process of people not really buying albums, but they still want to have the same appeal of people going platinum and stuff like that.
But they gotta do away with certain things.
Right. Like you can't. Like I feel like if
relevance today.
If for me, and we kind of sidebarring right now, but if people aren't buying albums right now, then that means we can't say people going platinum no more. Like, you ain't going platinum in the traditional sense, right? Like, a million people ain't buying your album, so you ain't going platinum. But because streams come into play, like, maybe we need to figure out some type of new way of celebrating the success of an album other than saying I went gold or platinum.
I mean, but that's in essence what they did. And plus, like, there's money in that streaming stuff now. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, but I mean, they did by incorporating new factors into an old name.
I mean, but you got people who've been working. I mean, this is nothing new. This is like the same like Jay-Z shit. You know what I'm saying? Like, people don't understand, like, this nigga's going platinum before his album ever drops. Yeah, because he's teaming up with phone companies, so you automatically have the album whether you wanted it or not.
But
you know what I'm saying?
But his is different. But that's different because
he's
different
selling,
in a sense.
They're buying.
Yeah, they're buying the album. Samsung bought the album $1 million to, I think they bought $2 million.
I'm saying, but you feel me? I'm saying, like, there's different ways to. You know what I'm saying? Like, this is nothing new. There's different ways to. Ever since the streaming stuff came into play, there's different ways to calculate whatever, which is
that is how that goes. So every 10 streams of a single counts as an album sale.
That don't make no sense. That can't be.
That's what I read.
That's got to be wrong because I could show you right now where a single got 146 million streams. Mm-hmm. Ain't nobody going diamond like that. Hey. Even with the new. I mean, I ain't saying you wrong. But
probably a maximum.
It's just the word. It's probably the wording. Because I'm pretty sure. Because I mean, Bodak Yellow, I'm pretty sure is multi-platinum.
Well, that didn't make the album go platinum. Maybe that only is probably different from when you calculate streams into a singles classification and an album's classification. Yeah, like it might be less for album. Mm-hmm. But I'm pretty sure. Well, I mean, from whenever I was looking at it, I thought it was a fraction. Like if you say 10 that seems extremely high. Like if I listen to a song 10 times right now, it counts as me buying it. Most people listen to a song more than once if they're streaming it, right? But that seems like.
But you gotta even understand. Most albums is not is at least 13 songs long. So I mean, that's not even a full listen to a regular album. Even if you listen to the same single 10 times.
Yeah, but we're talking about a listen.
But that's what I'm saying. Even if you listen to one single 10 times, an album is usually at least 13 songs long. So you haven't even listened to a full length album. If you listen to one single 10 times, you know what I'm saying?
I mean, I get it, and I'm also thinking in terms of finance too, because if you listen, so like each individual listen, like you only getting pennies.
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. So if you listen to a single 10 times, the artist ain't. It's a fraction of a penny every listen.
Yeah.
Right. So the artist will make 1 cent if you listen to that song 10 times, as opposed to going to buy it once and they make 99 cents on the sale.
Yeah.
So I don't know. It got to be like, well, whenever I was looking at, I thought it was a fraction of a listen.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
You know
like
who-
1/10
Right.
You know
would
who's
make
that?
sense to me.
You know who's an expert on this? The homie Gazi. We need to tap in
Gazi.
with
Wow.
him.
Yeah,
Yeah.
we gonna
Yes,
figure it out.
definitely.
Yeah.
Yeah,
But
well,
hey,
yeah.
shout out to Cardi B on a dope album.
I say
Nice.
Yeah,
just
the
let,
day is dope. It's a dope
just
album.
let
I like
people comment on it if they have any insight on how
Real
it's
talk.
breaking down. You know, I mean,
Cardi B
who was
put
saying?
Cardi B put out a dope album. If you have not listened yet, make sure you go stream it. Make sure you go buy it.
Right.
Man, I want to see I want to see her win. You know what I'm saying? I mean, at the end of the day, she's a dope artist.
I'd say
Genuine.
she's winning.
Yeah, she's for sure winning.
Yeah, but you like we just said with streams and this industry is funny now. She could be winning today and a month later
Yeah.
drop off the face of the earth.
True.
So
Right. I mean, but to say, okay, to answer the question, not to go back to it, but so you think 100 people will physically buy the album?
oh yeah, definitely.
Okay.
At least 100 people gonna buy the album.
Well, no, 100,000.
100,000.
oh,
Yeah.
okay. I was gonna say,
No,
you talking about 100 people
For sure.
Yeah, for sure.
But I feel like
Nothing, son.
literally buying the album
Buying the
and
album.
not streaming it, I would
I
probably
wouldn't
say
say-
200. I would say 200. If we go week to week, like from
I'm talking
now
about
to next
about
Friday.
first week sales. First week sales. I'm saying she
Yeah, but first week is Friday. See, that's kind of rough.
Friday to
because-
Friday.
Nah, Friday to Tuesday. Because
Friday
always,
Tuesday.
Yeah,
Yeah. No, it's not Friday to Tuesday.
yeah. Because weeks always recount on Tuesday.
You're right. So is it
So-
Tuesday to Tuesday?
Well,
So it's only going to be 4 days for the week?
yeah.
I still think she's gonna do over 100. Is what I'm saying.
Yeah.
I think she's gonna sell well.
I mean, yeah. I mean, even with a short week, I would assume she's gonna do over 100. Like we talking real album purchases, streams not involved. I'm pretty sure she'll clear 100,000 for
when
sure.
people start dropping albums on Fridays anyway, man. Tuesday used to be the day
Yeah,
for albums.
yeah. I mean, I
You
think
know?
as far as I know, the industry standard is still Tuesday. As far like that's why they
Yeah.
reset it on Tuesday.
But it was saying because I mean, Tuesday. I mean that's industry standard, obviously for with the reason we're talking about. But Friday is like you got the weekend locked up. So if
Yeah,
you drop
right.
on a Friday, that's all
Right.
you're gonna talk about for
Yeah.
the weekend leading
yeah,
up
Yeah,
to the
for
week.
marketing is
Yeah,
better, and
versus-
it works better for download era.
Right. Versus if you drop on a Tuesday, like, all right, cool, you did this Tuesday, but
Now
nigga,
we
a-
think
now we
it's-
on
I think
Friday
it's
and we
over
ready for the
by
weekend.
Friday.
a bomb
Yeah.
could fucking hit whatever
Yeah.
building on
Yeah.
Wednesday, and your shit is nowhere to be heard of again.
I
Like,
mean, and it could be,
everybody done
yeah.
moved on
Yeah,
already.
I
you know what I'm
think
saying?
music just moves so fast nowadays, though. They're like
Super
in and out
fast.
the industry so
Right.
quick that by the time Friday and the entire weekend hits, if you dropped your project on Tuesday, you know, by the time the weekend comes around, it's already old. Nobody's talking about it
Right,
anymore.
and then don't let another artist drop something on Friday when you drop your joint on Tuesday,
Right,
which probably has something to
right.
do with it. Artist was like, "Yo, I'm gonna drop mine on Friday."
Yeah, the
so
weekend
it'll
is
be fresh
locked
for
up
the weekend.
because any media outlet, any TV show, any music show, anything like that, you gonna record whatever you're recording on Friday, and then you're not
Yeah, and
doing
let it sit
anything
for the
else
weekend.
until Monday.
And
so,
you're gonna lead
Right.
off on Monday on top of that.
exactly
So,
again,
yeah,
you're gonna lead off
right.
on Monday
you
with the
coming
same
out the
thing
gate
as well.
Monday.
Exactly. So I mean that weekend and kind of locking things up. So that's why a lot of people
That's
do
some
stuff
free
on Fridays
game
now.
for y'all.
Yeah, hell yeah, drop on Friday, even though the industry standard is on Tuesday.
Yeah, you know
I
what
mean,
I'm
we
saying?
also, but I mean, off of that, we also have some other people that drop albums too. So we got to shout them out. Esco, I know.
Oh yeah, I forgot about
Esco.
Esco. I said everybody else. I forgot Esco. Esco dropped an amazing fucking turn up album.
right.
Yeah,
Shout out to the
Shout
homie
out to
DJ
Esco.
Esco, man. And he did an interview and finally in detail explained 56 Nights. So that was dope. I enjoyed
yeah,
that.
I watched that.
I enjoyed that because I've heard the story. I mean, and if you don't know, he does have a residency in Vegas, and he. I'm not talking shit, but he kind of does the same shit every goddamn time. But he explains this every fucking show of what happened before he goes into the 56 Nights fucking portion
That's
of the
funny.
show.
Yeah, but you know, a lot of people out here that go check him out at the spot, like they visiting. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah,
So
they visit.
Most of the
Yeah,
time,
yeah.
they don't
It
hit
makes
the
sense.
store.
It's a show.
Yeah, that's their. They're
at the
like, yo,
at the point when I say show, I literally
It's a
mean
show.
show. It's a show. It's a routine, rehearsed,
right.
fucking, over and over the same shit over and over again. I mean, it kind of sucks music wise because it's like, damn, like,
Yeah,
I'm
especially
saying.
if you're a local.
right, exactly. But my point is, he tells that story, but he doesn't go into details. So to hear the details in the 56 Nights is dope. You know what I'm saying? Like, especially because.
Yeah, I saw the interview. The interview is great. But you know what's funny? Like, I don't really follow Esco like that, so I was watching the interview just to kind of get a better idea of where he was coming from.
Yeah.
So all that shit was new to me.
Yeah.
I'm like, damn, like that has to be the worst. So I mean, if you don't,
and it explains why Esco is the way Esco is now. Like,
For real.
I get it.
Yeah, that's how it was for me. The light bulb went off. Like, fam, I feel exactly why
I
you're
would
doing
be
what
doing
you're doing.
the same exact thing. Like,
Right. So yeah, if you haven't seen it yet, watch the interview. You talking about the one on Hot 97?
Yes.
Okay. If you haven't seen it yet, watch the video that he did with Ebro in the morning show, Hot 97. It goes into details. It's pretty dope.
Nice.
But also, shout out to Eric Bellinger, man. Eric Bellinger dropped the album too, so I got to shout him out.
So much music.
Yeah, a lot of
shout out
music.
to the homie Eric Bellinger, man. Let's get into some in-depth stuff for the DJs out there that's watching. You know what I'm saying? We all 4 DJs. That's kind
Shout out
of.
to our homies in Tone Arms.
Yeah, but
There you go. I mean, I couldn't put it no better than that. Let me
True
just get
indeed.
into the question.
indeed.
How important is politics and networking for determining success of our culture? What we do.
The word I would use is vital. Like, it's extremely vital. You know what I'm saying? Your politics and networking. That is something that you really, really have to be on just as much as your craft, man. Like, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Just as much as you on the ones and twos, practicing, honing down your sets, honing down your skills. You need to be out there shaking hands, meeting people, letting people see you. Like, that's really critical to the game. If you're not doing that, there's guaranteed to be another cat that is, you know what I'm saying?
Right.
And they out there making the moves that you gonna want to be making. So you gotta just, especially in this day and age, you know what I'm saying? You gotta be up on your networking and politicking game.
I mean, and that's evident in the success that you see behind some DJs that, some people may consider not as talented as people who's not getting as much work.
Yeah.
And
Right.
and the credit to that comes from the ability to network. I mean, it's whether you just have the time to be out there doing it or the relationships that you just build over the years.
But networking is working too, though. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. I mean, for
Effective,
sure. I mean, social
yeah.
media and all of that, because nowadays, if you want to DJ in one of the big clubs in Vegas, the first thing that the music director is going to look at is your social media, how many followers you got.
First thing.
Like there's like, okay, do you know how to DJ? Just do the basics. That's what we want to know. If you can do the basics and you can bring some people into our club, that's all we're concerned about, because establishments are more concerned about their bottom line versus like how dope or talented a DJ is. And those numbers all come from networking, period. Like nowhere else. So I mean, networking is 100%, in my opinion, critical into the success of not only a DJ but a lot of other industries out there. But I know we're speaking on like a DJ aspect right now, but yeah, networking is everything, you ask me.
I mean, definitely.
Yeah.
I feel like it goes hand in hand, but the saying goes, hard work beats talent.
Yep.
Every time.
For sure.
Every
So
time.
I mean, in the DJ world, the hard work is the networking and the politicking. You know what I'm saying? Like, obviously, honing your craft, and I mean, that for me, I say that's not the hard work part of it, because that's for the love of
it's
it.
like, do you know how to DJ?
Yeah, you know what I'm saying? Like,
Mix the
that's
record.
what you DJ for. Like, I love to DJ. Like, I'm gonna get on and try to get better and do this, and that's for the love of DJing. Like, I'm gonna do that regardless. The work part comes in it, if you're not a social person or whatever, or you just don't like being out, whatever the case may be, you don't like talking to people, you got kids, or whatever the case may be, like that
Shout out to
becomes
the kids.
God
You know what I'm
damn,
saying?
you just described me to a T. Don't like being out, don't like talking to people.
I'm describing myself.
I'm about to shed a tear back here.
I'm literally over here describing myself. So that's why but no, that is definitely the work. That is definitely the work part of it. You know what I'm saying? I mean, even social media, you know what I'm saying? Like, I'm very active on social media, but if you personally talk to me, I fucking hate doing it. You know what I'm saying? Like, it is something I have to remind myself to do. It's something I have to force myself to do. I have 100 pictures over the picture that I just posted today, and I'm like, I really don't want to fucking take this picture. Like, how the hell do you smile? Like, you know what I'm saying? And
That's
when you have to do it,
Yeah.
it's like, how do you smile naturally when you're trying to smile? You know what I'm saying?
Like,
Like,
you tapped into the dilemma that most chicks go through every day.
yeah,
like,
exactly.
trying to get
Like,
the
damn
right
near.
damn
don't know. I mean,
picture.
I feel like it comes naturally for some people.
Yeah, no, it definitely
Nah.
comes naturally for some people.
I think
some people
I
enjoy
think
that.
More
part
people
of it.
had this same struggle than
Then
we
you would think.
they do.
Yeah, then you would think.
Yeah.
But I think some people like to be. I mean, like I said, you can pick. What I'm just giving a broad, overall, like different. I mean, you may like to be out. You may not have kids. You know what I'm saying? I'm just saying overall, these are things that may become an issue for people.
Right.
Like I said, myself, these are issues that I have that I'd rather not do, and that's why I said hard work. Outshines talent. I mean, it's definitely gonna speak louder than talent because that's the hard work for most DJs.
Right.
Don't forget about the talent though.
Yeah, definitely the talent.
Don't leave that behind, for
Yeah,
sure.
because I mean, you can hard work your way onto the spotlight, but you know, once you on the spotlight,
You gotta-
all my
you gotta
brothers and
maintain it.
toners know what it is.
Yeah, you got
when you up there, that's it. All eyes on you. You the show. You know, and if you up there, like Dame Dash say, laying the brick. Don't want to lay no bricks. You know what I'm saying? You don't want to be up there killing the vibe the wrong way because you could definitely ruin your brand just as fast as you built it up.
I mean, I would say, to put a number on it, like to put a percentage on it, right?
Mm-hmm.
I almost feel like, and don't hold me to these numbers, I'm just going off the cusp, but I feel like 60-40 in favor of your ability to network, right? So
Over DJing?
like, yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
That's fair.
But as far as survival goes,
Yeah.
so if you want to survive in the game, 60% of your time should probably be spent networking and building relationships genuinely and organically. You know what I'm saying? Don't just be out here.
I feel like that's true because, and I'm going to let you finish. I don't mean to interrupt.
Yeah.
I feel like that's true because I feel like everyone reaches a comfortable level of DJing. So
Right.
I feel like you practice and you get to a level of DJing where you feel comfortable, whether it be like you're a super scratch heavy or you blend really well or you're whatever your style of DJing is. I feel like most DJs reach that level and then they feel comfortable with that
Right.
level and then they move on and that becomes the networking or whatever. So I feel like 60-40 is accurate because once you reach that level of comfortable, like, all right, cool. Like, I know if you put me on the spotlight, you put me on the spot, I can do this.
My thing.
I'm
Yeah.
gonna go in and I'm
Right,
going to do
ready.
this. You know what I'm saying? So then the rest of it, I mean, obviously with any craft you want to continue to grow and learn and whatever, but
Exactly.
Absolutely,
Yeah.
you gotta challenge yourself in this game because, like you said, you can get real complacent.
Yeah,
You know
yeah.
what I'm saying?
but 60-40,
Yeah.
go ahead, continue.
Yeah. Well, I mean, as far as survival goes, meaning you want to be able to open doors and you want to be able to maintain the relationships with those people once those doors are open. So the 40% being you are good enough of a DJ to keep a job,
Maintain
once,
that
to
position.
maintain that position once your networking got you in. But then I feel like the pinnacle of that would be 50-50, right? Like if you are just as much of a dope networker as you are a dope DJ, like the sky is the limit.
Yeah.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? Like, so if you have that perfect balance, that's what you want to strive for.
Right.
I mean, and to say, I mean, personally speaking, to say what Mizzy was saying, I struggle with, like, I can sit in my room and DJ all day and go through the motions of being frustrated because my transition ain't sounded how I want to do. Whatever, like,
Right.
I'm fine with that, and I'll work at it until I get it, and then I start feeling myself like you can't tell me shit because I'm on my thing. But I mean, I've been here 5 hours working on whatever I've been working on. I'm cool with that, but I definitely struggle with networking. You know what I'm saying? That's always been the one thing that hold me back, especially coming from the point of DJing where when I got into it, it really wasn't the fashionable thing to do.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm saying? Like, I really wasn't out here for clout. I wasn't out here trying to be the man. Like, I just fell off into DJing because I already love music anyway. I already knew every word to every song on the radio, so my music knowledge was there.
Yeah.
Why not get into it? But man, when it comes to talking to people, like, I can have a conversation with one or two people all day about anything and have a dope conversation. But aside from DJing, walking into a club and being able to play music, I don't really like networking. Like, I don't want to go into a room full of people and I don't know these people and then we got to have this conversation about whatever. It's just not my thing. Like, I would just rather be at home. Like, I'm not into it at all.
I don't like name dropping. Like, that's what I feel like it is. I mean, I don't know what it's called, but like, I feel like it's like, oh, I'm this person. I do this. I've done this. I don't. That's the part that makes me uncomfortable.
Yeah.
Like, I don't like selling myself. There we go.
Like, you don't like self-promotion.
Yeah, I don't like selling
I'm
myself
terrible
on
at
somebody. Like,
self-promotion.
I like.
Yeah, but that's the game.
I mean, yeah,
It is, yeah,
that's
that's
a
definitely the
crucial part of all of it, though. I mean, so
Yeah.
if you're not doing that, but I think at the same time, the people that you're talking to, they are coming into the situation with the same expectation, knowing what you're there for, you know. So they want to hear about what your qualifications are before they even consider you for doing something.
Yeah.
You know, but it just becomes a little frustrating when you walk into a situation where they're not necessarily looking for a DJ, and then you have to sell yourself on why you guys not only need a DJ, but you need me.
Especially when you're not looking for it.
Right.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
So
I know
shit is
y'all
difficult.
good, fam, but I'm your man.
You gotta go in there like, you know what? The feng shui of this place is so beautiful. But you know what would make it even better? I'm looking at this corner right there. I see a DJ booth. I see myself standing behind this DJ booth. And the way
over here.
and see the way my clientele is set up. I have the beautiful amount of people who come and fill this venue and make it look like it's the most beautiful thing you've ever seen in your life.
Yeah, that's your pitch.
man.
That's your pitch.
That's
Probably my toughest thing is just the people that I'm giving my qualifications to, you know, because I'm running their qualifications in my head too. You know what I'm saying? So my biggest thing is just like letting people be who they are at that particular time.
It kind of
you know
never
what I'm
matches up is basically what you're trying to get at.
For a lot of the times in this industry, it don't. You know what I'm saying?
It don't.
Like club
Especially in
owners
Vegas,
have no idea what DJs do, and
Right.
I mean,
like they're looking at two different specs.
Not even that. It's like, dude, where did you come from? Like, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah, like your man plugged you in, or somebody got fired,
like,
so you got hired.
You the bouncer's homie. You know what I'm saying? But at the same time,
I mean,
like,
not always, but not to discredit all of them, but a lot of the time it's like that.
I mean, that was just relatively speaking. But you know what I'm saying? It's just like sometimes you really gotta step past a lot of that stuff and let people be who they are. You know what I'm saying? While they in your face at that particular time, you know, and respect the relationships for what they are.
I'm glad you said that, because that kind of segues into the next one. What tips would you have for basically trying to establish a relationship with a DJ, whether it be an artist? I mean, that's why I'm mostly talking about, or a club owner, or a promoter, or
okay, well, artist wise, your best bet is just to make sure you reach out to a DJ. Not everybody gonna and you got to know that not everybody gonna respond back to you. Just because you reach out to somebody, they don't have to respond back to you. You know what I'm saying?
You're not the only one reaching out.
You got to
Right.
respect
You gotta
that. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
You got to respect. You got to have respect. You got to respect who you're reaching out to. And when you reach out to them, you need to let them know what you're doing, what you got going on, and give them the opportunity to respond back to you to build a relationship. If they don't build a relationship with you, then you keep going on and honing your craft, and you just reach back at them at another time. The improper time, which is when
before you move on.
99%.
But hold on, before you move on, only because we touched on her earlier, Cardi B, in her interview, she said the same thing. She was like, it's funny because now I have a lot of DJs in New York or exes that I was with, like, oh, I always knew that you was gonna blow up. So you could be that person, like, all right, cool, like, my nigga, I reached out to you.
Yeah.
I tried to do this, and now that I'm this, you know what I'm saying? It's kind of like you move on and you keep it pushing, but you could always come back and laugh in a nigga face, like, bruh.
Yeah.
I was on your line, my nigga.
It's also a question
You
like,
wasn't
how
fucking
did
with
they
me.
reach out though? You know,
Yeah, I
Because
mean, that's
if you
true,
just
too.
say like, hey, you shoot me an email, say, hey, download link right here,
Well, yeah,
download
yeah.
my new fire.
But you know
single
what I'm
right
talking
here.
about. There's some people who
blocked.
just. I know me. I look past
How
a
did you
lot
find
of
this
people
email?
just because it's just a lot of people. I mean, some people.
You got to consider.
You know, some people be sudden. I mean, especially in a female. Females are a whole different category, and it's not to be sexist or nothing like that. But females just don't usually fit into what we do as males, or in the music industry, what we play, whatever. Like, if a random female come, especially in Cardi B situation, if you a stripper or whatever, like, I'm looking at you kind of funny.
Yeah,
like,
you're already dismissing
yeah,
it.
like, what are you, like, really?
Yeah.
You want me to
Take
play?
this serious, right.
You know what I'm saying? But anyway, my bad, D Money. Continue. What's the other part?
I mean, well, going back to the ladies, look, hey, sometimes they just got the wave. You know what I'm saying?
Oh yeah,
Sometimes
no. You, hey, ladies,
possible, yeah.
y'all got the wave right now. If it's
Definitely.
any time to ride a wave, ladies, y'all got the wave right now.
I mean, real quick, like, the chicks is out here sounding like dudes, and the dudes is sounding like chicks. But that's a whole nother thing for a whole
Looking
nother
like
topic.
chicks.
Yeah.
Back to what I was saying.
Hello.
The 99.9% of the time when a DJ is approached, is when he's DJing, and that is the wrong time.
The worst
time.
Working. Like, do I show up to your job?
And I get it. Yeah, and that's basically what it is. Like, you know what I'm saying? I'm trying to do a job, and you interrupted. If the best way you can talk to a DJ while he's DJing is real fast. Make it as quick as possible. A simple introduction of yourself. And you know what I'm saying? And it's probably better to come through somebody that he already know. You know what I'm saying? So that the introduction can be a little bit more smoother. But tap hands, say your piece for 5 seconds, and then move out the way. You know what I'm saying? And then catch him later on when he's not as busy, if he gives you the opportunity to. You know
don't talk to him in the middle of his transition.
Yeah, like,
oh, that's just the worst. Having somebody tap you on your shoulder.
Yeah.
That's a word of advice right there. If you hear a DJ in the middle of a transition, that's the absolute worst time, because he's already listening to 2 songs at the same time, trying to keep everything on track. You know, and then you come and he's supposed to be listening to you at the same time. Even if he is looking at you as if he's listening, he's probably not actually listening to you. He didn't catch a word of what you just said.
And another thing, have your product on you, ready, available, in a flash drive, preferably. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. Just to pass off. And then go about your business. You know what I'm saying?
Don't talk to a DJ while he DJing. Point blank period.
And don't expect him to like just fire off on your track in the middle of everything that he doing, like loading it up in his computer and doing all this crazy stuff. Like, that's mad extra.
If you fall back, I mean, and we're all DJs and we support each other here. Even if you notice us, if you actually sit back and notice us, even if we're around each other, it's kind of like double dutch or playing fucking tag. If you watch a nigga DJing, even with his homies, it's kind of like you'll see them do something like real quick and then they'll back off. Exactly. And then he'll come back at him like and then go back to what he doing. So you trying to like literally like get your point across, like, but just real quick, man, I just want like, nah, bro, it's not gonna I don't give a fuck if I just transition to a song. You don't know what I have in my head if I only want to play 30 seconds of the song, 3 minutes to like, bro, just keep it real quick, because even my homies is doing that. Like, all right, cool. Like, they gonna say, what's good? And they, you want to drink? They gonna tell a quick joke. It's gonna be real quick back and forth. It's not gonna be no long, drawn out process.
That's one thing I appreciate about talking to other DJs while they're DJing, because
they
know the struggle.
Yeah, they know the flow.
Like, it's funny too, because as soon as you see a motherfucker look at the screen like he about to load up another song, you're like, all right,
mid-sentence, you just stop.
Yeah. Fall back.
And then, Keisha, all right, cool.
Then you got to give it some time to make sure he's not about to jump into something else, before he settles. You got to wait for that eye contact to come back to you.
And I mean, don't worry, we professionals. Like, we know how to multitask, and we know how to flow, and we can listen to you. But, get to it. You know what I'm saying?
I mean, because the very nature of DJing, especially if you're in a club environment, is multitasking. Yeah. Because, I mean, at one point, you got to be figuring out, you got to be 1 or 2 steps ahead, because you got to figure out what song you got to play next. Absolutely. You got to be doing your mic work. You got to be looking at the crowd to make sure you vibe into what they do or what you doing. You know what I'm saying? So, I mean, inherently, we are multitasking. So, to add this other aspect of somebody talking about something that's relatively unimportant at the time, it's just a distraction, and it throws off everything. So now I might have lost the vibe of the crowd, because I ain't necessarily seeing a reaction as soon as I drop the record to know if I need to stay in it or get out of it immediately.
Or miss a transition.
You
know what I'm saying? Because sometimes, I mean, if you don't know the the breakdown of DJing or anybody's style, you know what I'm saying? Some DJs play off of wordplay. One track may have a record where I need to catch this word to jump to that next record. You know what I'm saying? And you just completely made me miss that shit by trying to hold me up.
Because I'm being nice, trying to engage in conversation.
And sometimes it can take you like 10, 15, 20 minutes to get your flow back.
You know what I'm saying? Talking about nothing. And with the multitasking thing, like K Player talking about here, you got to consider the fact, depending on the situation, that a DJ's probably doing all this while he's drunk. So that's just to add another factor, adding another level of difficulty to the shit. So I'm listening to 2 songs, same time, multitasking, trying to stay focused while I'm drunk with you in my face talking about nothing. You like, get to your point, drop off your thumb drive so I can erase it and use it for something else. And keep it pushing. Thank you. I needed a new 8
At least put the tracks on your iTunes.
Download the shit.
Transfer the track though.
To get back on
He said,
topic.
oh shit, free thumb
Unless you
drive.
gonna
Good
do
looking,
it.
fam. Good looking.
To get
My
back
man handing out thumb drive.
to get back on topic of establishing
Oh my
relationships with a
God.
DJ would definitely be finding the appropriate time to make your introduction.
Yeah.
For sure, which is like I said, it's usually like 2-3 seconds, man. It don't take much, like especially if you're persistent about it. Like if you make your introduction and then an hour, you never. I mean, I don't know when you come. Depending on when you come, how long you've been there. Whether I got 15 minutes left in my set, 30 minutes, an hour, 2 hours left in my set.
Or showing
at some
up,
point in time, I'm gonna be done. Is what I'm getting at.
or even just showing up to multiple gigs.
Multiple gigs, exactly.
That's
but I'm
what I
saying,
was about to say.
make that
really-
intro.
Show
Yeah.
support
Yeah.
to somebody who you want to
Like
support.
if I
you.
recognize you from the last
Yeah.
joint, I'm gonna show more love
Exactly.
next time.
That's what I'm saying. Most if you make that introduction, the introduction is necessary. I'm not gonna tell you don't bother me while I'm DJing. You definitely want to make your introduction, even while I'm DJing, because if you reference back to that at any point in time, like, oh yeah, remember I came to holler at you, I said what's up.
Yeah, I
over
got a
at
reference
so
point
so
now.
and so.
Mhm.
Then I'm like, oh what, you are the nigga, because like I said, we're paying attention to so much shit. I remember every nigga to come up to me while I was DJing because you interrupted something.
Yeah,
If you kept it short, then I'm gonna be like, oh,
That's
in
a
my
pretty
head,
petty reason to.
No, but it's real. But if you kept it short, then I'm gonna respect it. 'Cause
Yeah.
I'm gonna be
Yeah,
like,
like,
oh
you
yeah,
respect
you
what
was the
I'm
dude.
doing.
They're like,
Yeah,
oh
yeah,
yeah, I
exactly.
remember. I appreciate
yeah,
that.
yeah.
That's what I'm saying. So I mean, that's rule number one. I mean, definitely make that introduction so we have a reference point to go back to, because for that point alone, you have so much shit going through your head of what you're dealing with. Even walking in, you thinking about so much shit walking in. Like,
Right.
all right, I need to set up. Who's playing? How we gonna switch
Right.
over? What I'm gonna play for the night? What this nigga already played that I
how
don't
I'm gonna
want to
start
play?
off.
Especially
Yeah.
if you freestyling your set, that adds a whole nother level
Right.
Yeah.
of
So, I
fuck-
mean-
being distracted.
You definitely want to make that introduction and then follow up on it at the appropriate time when we're not DJing. I mean, that would be the easiest tip for establishing a relationship with a DJ.
Okay.
Make your introduction and then follow
let's
up
also
at a
consider
time.
the fact that every relationship that you build with a DJ is not made in person. So let's talk about how when people want to contact you through email. So I'll say this: what gets my attention is when somebody actually like talks to me personally, let me know who they are. If they put my name in the email, it's gonna grab my attention. But if you're just talking about, yo, I'm the most fire DJ or fire artist in my city, listen to my single, like it's like,
Yeah.
okay.
If that shit's in your
That's-
head,
that's
I'll
hard to
never
believe.
open your
unless,
email.
Unless you getting vouched by somebody else that I know personally, and you're saying that's probably more likely to get you a listen. But if you're just coming off me at me off top, no introduction, not saying like who you are, where you're from, nothing like that. You just firing off emails and singles, just telling me to listen to your joint. I really have no motivation. You got to consider the fact that every one of our email inboxes are just filled with music on a daily basis.
Right.
I can't even delete emails as fast as I receive them. So there's nothing that's going to make somebody stand out if they're not trying to build a personal connection with someone before they say, hey, listen to my song.
Right.
I mean,
On the flip side, not to cut you off, but on the flip side, when somebody does take the time to try to establish a relationship, it makes you stand out that much more, because nobody's really doing it. Everybody just assumes all we want is your music. We don't want no type of interpersonal, communication.
Think about all the
that's-
relationships that you have now with people, though. It started from something bigger than just listen to my single.
Right.
Yeah. I mean, I feel like anything is personal. You know what I'm saying? Like, like I said, if you personally meet me in the club, like make an introduction. I feel like any introduction is necessary, whether I'm DJing, whether it's through email or whatever. But I feel like if you can, you should always follow up in person when that time is abundant to that DJ.
Absolutely.
You know what I'm saying? Because even if you send me an email and I may not listen or whatever, the fact that I seen you and you're like, you know what I'm saying? Especially if you got my email from somewhere, obviously you have some knowledge about me whatsoever.
Right.
If you're in the city, you for sure have a knowledge of me. So if
I
I
don't
send
know,
you,
man. People be stealing forwarding lists
they
all
do.
the time.
They do,
B.
but that's what I'm saying. But that's what makes it
Yes.
impersonal, and you're
Yes,
not
they
listening. You're
do.
not paying
Yeah.
attention to it. That's what I'm saying. And especially
Right.
if you're in the city, if you can reach that, even if it's a year down the line, if you're from another city and you happen to be in Vegas, I'm gonna touch as many DJs in Vegas that I was reaching out to in my email list, whatever. Because once you hit that personable, like, all right, now I'm seeing you in person. Hey, a year
Right.
ago or 2 months or 2 days ago, man, I sent you an email. Did you
Right.
get a chance to listen? Oh, nah, I didn't. All right, cool.
Yeah.
Well,
Yeah.
I'm so and so. If you get time, I really appreciate. This is what I'm about. Whatever. That's what I'm saying. That
course.
personable.
Right. You feel
aspect
more
of it.
obligated to actually listen to
Yeah,
it.
because we talking about building a relationship.
Right.
That's always gonna build a relationship is when you like I said, take that time to find out when they have free time or after the set, before the set, if you could catch them, and then reference back to whatever the first initial meeting was.
Take the 2 minutes to listen. I mean, to go ahead and make it more personal in the email, because I mean, we gotta spend 4 or 5 minutes listening to your single, and that's what your expectation is.
Exactly.
But we have expectations on our side also.
True. I mean, I know for me personally, it don't even. Emailing me for the first time ever should probably be your last resort, because I'm at the point now to where I just receive so much music, and not that I'm the most important person, but I just receive so much music in my emails.
It's not even that. You got labels and all types of stuff.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. So, like, I'm naturally only opening the emails from the names that I find are familiar. You know what I'm saying? Right. So if you want to establish a relationship with me and you don't have the opportunity to do it in person, man, hit me on my social media. You know what I'm saying? Because for the most part, social media, I'm just being pretty personal anyway. So, I mean, hit me up, drop a couple comments. Don't make your first comment like, yo, what's happening? I'm a rapper, blah, blah, blah. Listen
Check
to my
out
music.
track 8.
Don't be spamming my comments.
I mean, that would be the most common denominator for what I'm saying. Be personable.
Exactly.
Like,
leave a couple comments, and then shit, if I comment back, we'll engage in a conversation, and like I'm just ignoring people in my comments or whatever, and then kind of organically build to the point to where you could be like, yo, I would love to get your feedback, or whatever.
What's funny about I would tell a funny story right now because matter of fact, shout out to her because I need to follow her back on Instagram because this shit is hilarious.
As in her?
No, I wish.
I was going to say, goddamn.
Jesus Christ.
Hello.
I wish. The artist, her, is amazing.
Yeah, facts.
Nah, but there's this one chick, every time I go live on Instagram, she's like one of the first people to jump in the chat or start watching or whatever. But she always start off on some cool shit, and I remember her because like 3-4 questions in, like literally she's like, "Oh, how you doing? Oh, you on the radio? That's cool, whatever." It's always super cool, and then it jumps to a Bad Girls Club question.
Yeah,
and then I immediately remember who it is.
I think I know what you're talking about because
every single time,
whenever you went live here, like I went back and watched it, and she was hitting the Bad Girls Club questions. I was like, God,
it should be cool as shit at first, and all right, cool. Now that I got you, now that I got you,
she got the formula though, man.
Right.
She got the formula.
She got it down pat. She definitely got the formula. That's how you get a nigga attention though. I'm just saying, you got to be personable first.
Yeah.
Speaking of, now that we on funny shit, what's to lighten up the mood? That's hilarious. What's y'all most embarrassing DJ moments, man? I'll go first. Look,
I got one on deck too.
I'm gonna go back to my Crown days. All right, so look, I used to open and close at Crown. Me and D Money. You did Fridays, right?
Saturdays.
He did Saturdays. I did Fridays. Open and closing. I'm closing, right? Now at this point, I'm out. Usually by opening, I'm usually sober because there's no one else in the club. I'm setting up. I'm going. It's usually like what we play, like usually an hour and a half to start, and then maybe like a half an hour, hopefully an hour to close out.
Like an hour and a half, 2 hours starting.
Yeah.
And about
all right, so
hour close.
The first like 30 to 40 minutes, the club is still being set up.
Yeah.
When they say doors open, these niggas are still setting up. So there's like nobody at the bar. Like I'm sober as shit. Like unless I show up drunk already, I'm sober as shit. So needless to say, by the time I'm starting off, like I'm sober, I'm not really drinking or whatever. So by the time I get off, nigga, I'm ready to go. Club is packed. I done set up whatever. So I'm to the bar. I'm functioning, whatever. If y'all remember Crown, like I'm talking about these 2,000 people. Like nigga, so by the time it closed, like nigga, usually I'm lit.
It went down.
I'm lit by the time it's closing. Usually Dre their ass is lit, and that's why he want to get the fuck up out of there.
Yeah.
So we usually lit. I jump back on, so I get back on, and I'm talking about everything is blurry. It's gray.
Oh man.
I feel like smoke is going off in my face. I don't know what the hell's going on. I walk there, whatever. So I'm going, and the way the booth was set up, it was like the booth was put together. So it was like 2 pieces, but the middle piece was like 3 pieces.
Yeah.
So there was like a middle piece in between that once you closed it, the table that it was sitting on was another middle piece that slid in. And that's where the mixer sat right on that. And the turntables were just enough on it. Like the edge legs was on it.
This was at Crown?
Crown. Yes. So the mixer was completely on it, and like the edge of each turntable, the legs was like sit on this middle piece too.
Yeah.
So I'm going ham, whatever, for whatever reason. I don't know if Dre been bumping it the whole night or whatever, but I'm like in the zone.
Yeah, this
and the
sound
shit
bad.
slid out of place, bruh. But these are one of these nights where it's still lit. Like I'm playing old school. I'm playing like R&B.
Yeah, it's still
and
cracking.
it's still cracking.
Yeah.
The shit slid out of place. everything collapsed in the middle. So the mixer's gone.
Oh my
The
god.
turntables collapse in.
shit.
The music stops.
Oh, man.
And I'm like this, like.
Yeah.
Hey, literally, all 2,000 people in the club gonna stop whatever they doing.
Yeah, look
turn
right
it-
at the
look-
DJ.
Hey, I remember Crown too because the DJ booth was in the middle of the stage. Just to put this in perspective, it's in the middle of the stage and there's nothing else on the stage
Nothing.
but the DJ
But
booth.
the DJ booth. And I'm like in all glory, like I gotta be sweating, looking real sauced up,
Yeah, when that
glassy
music,
eyes.
when that
Okay,
music
DJ.
shut off, it's
And
the
I'm like
worst,
this, like,
bro.
and mind you, like I said, I'm drunk, so it's a delay. So I'm like, it done fell, and I'm still like this, like.
You still scratching.
And in my head, I see me, like people looking up at me, and I see me look down, like.
Yeah.
So like I got I got a couple of my homeboys up there, and like security rush the stage, and it's like a mad scramble.
Did they hit you with the no music?
I don't even know.
No music.
I just know it was like a mad. I could just imagine what it looked like because the stage is risen and crowned. I could just imagine you seeing my like blank stare out forward, me looking down, a whole bunch of people rushing towards me, and then me disappear underneath the booth to try to pick everything up. That's my embarrassing. That's my embarrassing DJ story.
Oh,
that
shit is all
that's one of them
bad.
nights.
Yeah, man. Should I say this? All right, so all right, embarrassing DJ moments. So you know, you get used to usually when you have a residency somewhere, you're there on a regular basis, so it's constantly like on your mind. Like let's say I'm like doing radio, I'm probably thinking about like, okay, I got radio every Saturday, I got radio every Sunday.
Yeah.
So sometimes when you get things in the mix that kind of interrupts that pattern, it could throw you off a little bit. You know? So all right, let's take this back to hostings with my man K Player. Shout out K Player with the hostings plug.
Hello.
Back in the day, but so keep in mind I've been doing hostings every single Friday for about a year.
Yeah.
Right. So after that slowed down a little bit, you know, I started like doing this other spot, right? So I'm at the spot. I'm actually at Remedies, and it's a Friday night, right? So, you know, I'm doing my thing, you know, spending business as usual and everything, except when it comes time to crack the mic, you know, yo, shout out to everybody holding down with me at hostings tonight.
Hey, you overly confident going ham.
So you ever see like those Southwest commercials when it's like want to get away?
Yeah.
It was like at that point, I just felt the silence in the room, like, shit.
Like,
Yo,
bro.
so I just hope that they attribute it to the fact that I've been drinking
Right,
and all this
right.
other shit. Like, my bad, you know. But yeah, so I'm just gonna get into the pattern of just shouting out the same spots over and over again. Yeah, so that
that's
was
just
all
hella
bad.
If you know how you all talk, that's exactly how you said the shit
You
too.
were right, right.
Super
hilarious.
aggressive. Super aggressive.
Everybody looking around like, what?
He throwing their hands up and everything.
We going in tonight, shut it up.
Oh, shit.
You got drunk motherfuckers in there confused,
You know
like,
what I mean?
wait,
I'm just
Hell
I
getting
thought I
started.
was at Remedy. Like, what the fuck?
Word.
Well, I'm gonna go next because I don't know. I don't even know. It's hard for me to pick because,
So many.
man, and I'm gonna tell you, 3 out of 4 of my most embarrassing moments all have to do with the fact that I just pregame way too fucking hard.
Oh, shit.
Yeah,
And
K
it's-
Play is the pregame king.
Yeah, I mean, yeah, but sometimes that shit
another
bite me in
level.
my ass. I know fucking one time I fucking Mizzy was there. Mizzy was the only one that showed up. I was DJing drunk off my ass. And this ain't even my most embarrassing one, but it's just the goes to show the fact that I need to get my pregame shit together. But I showed up. I showed up fucking
Sorry,
hella,
I just remember. I played it back in my head. Like,
I showed up hella early for some reason. I mean, by hella early, I mean I was the main DJ, so it was opener, closer. So I probably had to be there at, I don't know, let's say 1 o'clock, right?
Yeah.
But for whatever reason, I showed up at like 12 o'clock, right? I didn't have shit else to do. Like, what the fuck am I just gonna sit in the house until 1?
Yeah.
Me go fucking have a few drinks. So I get there, shit is popping already. I'm like, oh yeah, this shit about to be a good night. So I go up there, you know what I mean? I drop my laptop or whatever. I say what's up to people, and I'm like, yo, I'll be back. I'm about to hit the bar.
Yeah.
And I immediately, it's packed. So I hit the bar, and I'm like, yo, fam, let me get 3 whatever I ordered, right? Like 3 gin and tonics was probably what it was. So he like, 3? I'm like, yeah, fam, I need 3. And I'm sober at this point, but I'm watching the bartender make the drinks.
Yeah.
And he leaning like a motherfucker on this gin.
He's
now,
doing his thing.
So I got experience working behind a bar. You know what I'm saying? But I know a count when I see a count.
Yeah.
And if my man is supposed to be pouring me 1.5 ounces in his gin and tonic, I mean, he's literally probably pouring me 3-4 ounces.
Yeah.
Like, he's not paying no attention. He's just
He don't care about it.
Shout out to all
He
the
must know
bartenders
you.
who take care of the DJs.
Yeah.
For real.
That's usually that DJ pour.
Word.
Like, oh, this for the DJ.
It's for my
my
man.
man, like he's having a side conversation while he making it in a pint. You know what I'm saying? So like a cup, like this, it's not a small cup. So they supposed to fill the rest up with tonic or whatever. He just pouring his ass off, and I'm looking, and the responsible person would be like, "Fam, I ordered 3.
Yeah, take
I know,
it easy.
yeah. I ordered 3 for a reason. I know where I need to be."
Yeah.
A person like myself was like, shit, it's about to go down tonight. My man is hooking me up. So he give me the drinks. He be like, all right, fam. Like he wasn't like, yo, drink these slow. He was like, all right, fam. Like I think he knew.
Live your best life.
Like his best friend was probably the DJ I replaced. You know what I'm saying? I fell for the trap like a motherfucker. So he give me the drinks. Boom, I drink one. They all right there. I'm chilling. I'm catching the vibe. I pick up the second one. I drink that shit. I mean, it all within the fucking scope of like 20 minutes.
Yeah.
So I drink the first one. Boom. All you taste is gin. Drink the second one. Boom. I take the last one and I just start walking around with it. You know what I'm saying? Because they had 2 rooms in there.
Yeah.
They fucking had like a reggae room, but then they had the hip hop room.
Yeah.
So I'm walking around with the last one, and while I'm drinking the third one, that shit start hitting me. And mind you, this is maybe I'm supposed to be on that one. This is maybe like a bit after 12:30, maybe 12:45. You know what I'm saying? I'm like, holy shit, this shit is hitting me like a motherfucker. Still don't put down the third drink. I'm like, fuck it, I'm gonna just fucking finish this and kill my set. So
They play is not a quitter.
Yeah, the way it worked out is I was relatively sober in terms of the scope of the night.
Yeah.
Until I played my first song.
Okay.
And when I played my first song, I was like, holy shit, I'm fucked up. And in addition to me being super fucked up off this fucking probably half a bottle of gin, one of the turntables was fucked up, and the DJ was trying to explain it to me, and I wasn't fully comprehending what he was saying. Yeah. Because the liquor was still hitting me. He was like, yo, well, it wasn't the turntable, it was the crossfader. Okay. So you couldn't do some shit on the crossfader or whatever. I didn't know what he was saying though, so I was like, "Listen, man, I'm gonna just DJ all night on the right turntable. Yeah, I don't know if the right turntable work. I'm good." So I must have been DJ. So I got on, I started DJing, and I don't know. For the first 20 minutes, I'm fucking. As far as I know, I'm killing shit because it's still hitting me. Like I'm drunk, but I'm still coherent drunk. Yeah. Fucking 20 minutes in, I'm killing that shit. All of a sudden, I look up, I see fucking Mizzy there. Mizzy, what up? Then right back to my shit. I'm back in the zone, fucking killing shit. And I mean, long story short, so I DJ for like an hour, and I knew some shit wasn't right because the other DJ was like, "Hey fam, I think I'm gonna just get on." I was like, "Shit, Coop."
You just been replaced.
And he got on and he started using both turntables. So then that shit pissed me off. I'm like, what the fuck is you doing using both turntables, fam? I thought you said one of them was fucked up. He was like, no, what I was trying to tell you, and whatever he said, and the shit still flew over my head. So I was like, fuck it, whatever. So I took my shit home. And then fucking went to sleep. I made it home. Woke up the next morning and had no memory of nothing other than saying what's up to Mizzy. But I had no idea what I played. Right? Yeah. So I was like, shit. And if you ever been in my situation, you don't know what the fuck you played, the first thing you want to do is look at your Serato history. Yeah, and be like, holy shit, I hope I wasn't fucking up. So I opened up my Serato history, and I'm like, shit, heater. Damn, I played that shit twice. Damn, that's bullshit. Heater. Damn, I played that shit 3 times. Fucked up. Heater. Goddamn, I played that shit 4 times. So I mean, but yeah, so that shit was all bad. It was maybe like 3 songs I played twice. And what made it worse is I remembered I was on the mic. So I can only imagine every time I played that song, I hyped that shit up like it was my first time playing.
Yo, this is all bad.
That shit is only funny. The reason why I laughed so hard when he mentioned that is because that's That's what exactly gave it away. We always fucked up. But when I walked in and he shouted me out and I said what up to him, and I remember him being lit, like I'm like, damn, I know all my niggas. I you know when you around your niggas all the time, you can overly tell when they fucked up. I knew he was fucked up. But so I said what's up. He shouted me out. I said what up to him. I'm like, damn, K-Play kind of fucked up. But I'm in my own. I'm drinking too. I'm a patron at this point. So I'm like, all right, nigga, I'm in my zone too.
Exactly.
Right.
But when I fucking hear the song drop that he talking about, and I'm in my zone, and I'm like, all right, cool. And mind you, the shit that he's saying is funny because he making it sound like it's like 3-4 songs in between. I'm talking about like maybe 2 songs before this song come right back on. And I'm like, and I said to myself, like, all right, it's time to go. It ain't gonna end well, and nothing I say to him is gonna fucking matter because he fucked up. Like, I can say whatever to because I've been in this zone.
So you was bringing hot fire right back.
Hey, I must have been scrolling. And I'm like, oh, this should have really set that shit off. But
and it's funny because DJs do this shit to each other. Because I caught he holla on this shit the other day at a fucking radio station. He wasn't even fucked up. He started off with a song. I went to the bathroom when I hear the same song again. I'm coming out I'm like, nigga, you just had a brain fart, huh? He's like, nigga, when I went to play the shit and started to play, I realized, like, nigga,
did I play this shit?
I already played
That Serato history, like I sure did open up with this shit.
This nigga got out the song so fast, like,
Really?
yeah. So it's like that's an automatic giveaway that something's wrong.
Yeah,
so
right.
the fact that I already said what up to this nigga, and he went right back to that song, I'm like, oh yeah, this nigga lit.
Well, I mean, it's funny too because whenever I was thinking like the second, third time playing it, I was like, fam, this shit about to kill him. But I probably thought that because the shit did already kill him.
Yeah.
Like I just knew. I'm like, yeah, fam, it did kill him the first time you played it.
Let's kill him again.
Yeah.
Re-kill him.
Another one.
Right, yeah, another one.
So, I got a problem with like trying to fit too much in the 24 hours. So, and
Yes.
Yes, you do.
so this particular night, I was working at a strip club, and it was like right around my birthday. And another problem that I have is I can be real random at times. So at that particular moment in time, I thought that it's about to be my birthday and I should just start taking shots. So not only while I'm DJing, I'm MCing. So in the middle of the club, I'm counting off how many shots I'm taking, like I'm the count. You know, like this is a part of the whole routine. So, you know, I got the club going, and you know,
2 shots.
Basically, I'm really on the microphone doing this because this is just how I feel at this particular moment in time. So, the last shot I remember taking was like 12.
God damn.
So yeah, so I think I probably went through a whole bottle by myself, which is another Rockstar DJ story. That
Shout out to Lollipops.
Yeah, you already
Yes,
know.
sir.
So this particular night, there was like a rumble in the club or whatever, and so security broke it up, and extra people had to come in the club to check it out. And right before the club closed, I decided that I was gonna go sit down and you know, just relax for a couple minutes before I had to play the next song. Basically, there was about like 10 minutes of dead air in the strip club. Not fell asleep, I knocked out. So then I like rolled back up and was like, oh yeah. So I went back in the booth, played another song,
That's
and
so
then
bad.
so the night ended. And I was like, all right, yeah, I'm gonna just sit down for a couple minutes again because they had to do like a little investigation in the club. And so when I finally woke up, it was like an hour later, and they were like, the cops wanted to know if you was okay, but everybody in the club was like, oh yeah, he's cool. He's just gonna sleep it off right quick and take it to the house. So yeah, that was probably one of my craziest times. That one, and then I was doing a wedding. And I was playing infidelity songs, but I didn't know.
That's so bad.
So and it was a black wedding at that. So
we ain't gonna talk about
the
your
lady.
outlandish fucking. You are an asshole when you're drunk
Easy.
in the strip club.
Easy.
Talk about some embarrassing moments. I had D Money apologize to me one time for just being super reckless on the mic.
Oh yeah,
D Money would get to fuck, especially in the strip club. Fuck these bitches. Fuck these hoes.
Yeah.
God damn.
Yeah, it was one time like I cussed out every stripper while we was working.
Yeah.
I was calling all of them, talking about them while they was on stage while we was working.
God damn. No discretion.
I was just like, hey, you know what?
I know. We all got stories about each other because remember
Tonight nobody's making any money, so just
I know
forget
KP.
it.
Remember when I kept calling the one nigga Who Kid? He was
Oh, wow.
That was embarrassing as fuck.
Order time when it was
That
when
was
it was your
embarrassing as
birthday. When it was your birthday,
That was
and
to
you-
be expected.
and you,
nigga.
no,
I mean, yeah,
you like
yeah.
Carl Lewis sprinted in the club, did like this amazing Olympic somersault to the couch,
Hell
and then went
yeah.
to sleep for like
Legs
6
right in
hours.
the air and knocked
Yes.
the fuck out.
That was a
Fuck
long.
happened in
That
here?
was a long day.
Yeah, man, it was all bad. I got called in the office one time, and they were like, "Yeah, we're getting some complaints
Yeah, I bet,
about how
motherfucker.
you talking to customers." And I was like, "Well, are they spending money or not? Because I don't care."
You could get it too.
I remember
Yeah,
when
they
D Money
could
got a drink thrown in his face. That shit was
yes.
hilarious.
Oh, yes, and I didn't even do nothing.
No, you know what's funny? I'm glad you said that because I was more ready to fight than Money was.
I was shocked.
And then when I saw how
I was
cool
still
Money
trying to-
was, I was like, why the fuck am I so
Had to
mad?
calm down.
I was trying to process what the fuck happened because somebody got into an argument with some that was in the DJ booth, and then next thing you know, I'm standing there, and a drink come in my face.
And then that nigga
wow.
was yelling up at you like,
Oh wow.
and D Money standing there. D Money was cool, but he wasn't cool at the same time.
Right,
He was
right, I
cool
would
enough to
agree.
where he didn't like jump and pop because he would have had like 80 niggas on this one nigga.
Yeah, like, it
But he
would've
was
been
still
all
mad
bad.
as shit. Like all I remember was like, I'm not the one who even said this shit.
Yeah, right.
That's what pissed me
That's what
off
you
the
said.
most. Because a lot of shit don't, like I don't care about like tough club guy. Like I don't care about you. Like who
my
told you to
God.
come
That
out
shit
and
was
be
funny.
tough?
Hell yeah.
Right.
I
It was
really
kind of
was ready
cool
to
that
fight
D
the
Money
roast.
didn't do anything because it would have been a lot. It probably would have been even funnier if he
They
would have
probably
tried.
would've shut down the
the way we was elevated, it probably would have worked out in D Money favor because
Yeah.
he would have had to do a lot to get to this dude.
Yeah, yeah.
I would have just had to jump down, like do like some karate shit, because the DJ booth was like so high.
Yeah.
And then I remember it was like some basketball player in the club, and that nigga was tall as shit.
Oh yeah.
Because a regular person on the floor, you couldn't even look up and see the motherfucker. But like this nigga was standing looking
Yeah,
at me
damn
like
near
eye to
eye,
eye.
yeah.
Like nigga, you are tall as fuck.
Hell yeah,
In
that's
this
funny.
bitch.
No, I really was ready to fight the dude, and not for a few reasons. Because he threw your drink, he threw his drink at you, but we all had our laptops up there,
Yeah, which is like,
and that's immediately what I was thinking. Like, what the? So because I had just came down from the DJ. I remember that shit. I had just came down from the DJ booth, and I was about to sit down at the couches. So I was literally like about to sit down, and then he threw his drink. So I hopped my ass back up,
Yeah.
and then I saw your reaction, and I'm looking. So you know, like I'm just waiting for a visual cue. Like I'm already hot because I
Are
don't.
we rolling?
Yeah, I don't even know the state of my laptop up there. Like I don't know what the fuck's going on. So I'm looking at you to look down at your laptop and be like, what the fuck? And then it would have been a problem.
Yeah,
But,
I didn't
mean,
even know what the fuck
Dude did
happened.
he apologized
yeah,
immediately.
yeah, he
But
did,
once
he
you said
did.
it wasn't he fucking me who said this shit, he was like, nah, my bad. But I'm just saying, like,
That sounds like some shit you tell to your folks when you get
Right.
in trouble for some shit you ain't do. What do you mean?
Like-
We going down, man.
Strip clubs is the worst. But yeah,
yeah, oh yeah. I mean, most of the
he
embarrassing
got the
moments. in the strip
countdown
club.
time in his head. I could just see it, man. Every time some shit go down, he's 3,
Yeah,
2,
yeah,
1.
right. That
Trying to
hell
get
yeah,
back
it
in
is
his
the
zen
money.
moment.
that'll be the day. Like when I wild out, that's gonna be a
Yeah,
bad
that's not
day.
really your demeanor though.
That's
so
gonna be a
that's
bad.
true.
That's gonna be a bad day when I wild
You're
out.
pretty level headed.
Like I'm scared of that day myself.
I mean, it's like a lose-lose if you're in a DJ. If you're in a DJ standpoint, because then the venue gonna be looking at you
Right.
all types of weird and shit, and
Yeah,
like
they're not gonna see what
Well,
started
yeah,
this shit.
they're not gonna
Right.
see it. They're not gonna see your point of view at all.
Which is why I'm glad it don't. I mean, and I don't know. Like I was ready to fight, but I don't know if I would have. I don't know, but I'm glad I saw your reaction and it was cool,
Yeah.
and that I cooled down because it still enabled us to make more money. Because I would imagine
Oh,
it would have been a wrap after that.
shout out to
we would have been out of there.
Shout out to that lollipop check, boy. Oh my goodness.
Yeah, that shit was alright.
Oh, all
Man, I
right.
need that lollipop check back.
Man, I need that back ASAP.
I use that
shit
right
was
now.
Great.
we was working our ass off, but we was getting well compensated.
Man, this has been For the Record, man. The podcast. We just up here talking shit. You know how we do.
Yeah.
What I want to incorporate, if you guys have any suggestions for us or what we should talk about, you can also drop those in the comments
Definitely.
as well, because we be struggling for topics sometimes.
Yeah.
Yelling at each other shit and nigga, what the fuck should we talk about?
Right. I mean, especially if y'all want to know something from a DJ perspective, you know what I'm saying? Like sometimes I think we get so caught up in the fact that this is almost second nature to us as far as this is what we do and how we live, that we don't necessarily know what is common knowledge and what isn't. You know what I'm saying? So if y'all want to get a DJ perspective on stuff, man, let us know. We definitely give y'all some free game. You know what I'm saying?
That's what we here for, man.
Yeah.
Trying to touch on these topics. So
Go.
whatever y'all want to hear, just drop that comment.
Go do something else.
Exactly. So make sure you watch us on YouTube. You stream us on what is all the joints?
iTunes, Google Play Music, TuneIn app if you want to watch or if you want to listen to the audio version, and then of course on YouTube. On YouTube is where we would appreciate if y'all leave your comments, because really the only place to leave your comments. But watch the YouTube videos, leave a comment, let us know what y'all think, what y'all want us to talk about, what type of information y'all want to get from
and
us.
shout out to the people that's been supporting already. Like I've been getting hit up, people from Georgia, and also just being out in the streets. A lot of the people in the city been listening. You know what I'm saying? Supporting the podcast. We really do appreciate that. You know what I'm saying? Everything is authentic over here. You know what I'm saying? And we want y'all to give us that real. So make sure you follow us at RSDJZ. Follow all our individual social medias. You can find them there. You know what I'm saying? Hit the like button, subscribe, all that good stuff.
There you go.
Sure.
Mizzy the Rockstar DJ signing out.
Rockstar DJ, you out? We out of here.
Rockstar DJ K Player.
Dramatic pause. The Rockstar DJ D Money.
We appreciate that, man.
Right.
For the records.
That shit was beautiful, fam. It was beautiful.
All right, man. Peace.
Put a record.